All right, Realtors, if you're watching this right now, just know that Lofty 4.31 is rolling out as we speak. This isn't something to look forward to later because it's happening right now. Some of you are probably already seeing parts of it in your account, but a quick note, if you guys want a backstage pass to all this awesome tech, I help agents build working systems with Lofty and ChatGPT and Gemini, all that cool AI stuff inside my Apex Elite AI community. So click the link in the pinned comments or drop Apex in the comments below and book a call and we can jam out and see how I can help you learn and implement all this awesome stuff. So let's break down what's happening. This update is going to be rolled out in 2 waves. The first part went live on September 22nd, and that included the AI assistant finally being able to send and reply to emails and some solid fixes to the appointment scheduling system. The second wave started on September 25th, and that's some of the new stuff that you might just now be seeing. So this is new goal reporting that lets team leaders see who's actually contributing, and a beta activity log that tracks agent performance in a way we haven't seen before. So if you've been poking around your dashboard and wondering what's new or why certain things look different, this is gonna be why. But let me keep it real with you. Most of this stuff is infrastructure. So it's not flashy, it's not some big AI revolution. It fixes some of the quiet problems that have been costing you time and making your backend look sloppy. You guys know what I'm talking about. So a lead comes through a portal, AI sends a text, the lead replies by email. Now you're in this weird disconnected conversation. Or your agent books a showing from 2:07 to 2:53 and it messes up your entire day. Or you're trying to coach your team and the data doesn't match what the people are actually doing. That's the stuff this update is aiming at. Also, don't make the mistake of assuming all this stuff just appears in your account. Feature access depends on what plan you're on, what permissions you've got, and whether certain betas are enabled on your account. So if you're an agent, you may see some things. If you're a team leader or an admin, you might see more. But don't promise your team access to tools you haven't confirmed are actually live for your setup. And look guys, I'll talk about the AI assistant in just a second, but real quick, don't just flip on this email channel and call it good. If that AI is not dialed into your tone, your process, your lead strategy, then it can sound like a robot. If you're trying to build trust with a $700,000 buyer, a robotic email is not the way to go. Speed is great, but relevance and tone still win every time. So yes, 4.31 is real, it's live, and it's solid. And if you're not paying attention to how you roll it out inside your team or your own workflows, you're gonna miss the big opportunity here. Next up, I'm gonna break down what the new email AI actually does, where to find it, and how I would set it up if I were starting from scratch today. This has been a big missing piece in Lofty's automation setup. So here's what happens in real life. You run a home list ad, or you get a lead from Zillow. The inquiry hits your CRM by email, Lofty grabs the phone number, the AI sends a text, that part's great. But then what happens when the lead replies to the email instead of the text? Before this update, the AI did nothing. It was just crickets, which then means you now have to go in, find the thread, and catch up manually, or that lead's gonna slip through the cracks. Now with 4.31, Lofty fixed that. The AI assistant can monitor your connected inbox. It can reply to new lead emails automatically. It can stay inside an existing email thread with some basic context. That's a solid improvement, especially if you're pulling in leads from IDX, Realtor.com, or other portals that don't always send full data in the first touch. But let me be clear here. Just because the AI can respond by email doesn't mean it's gonna sound like you. Lofty, unfortunately, still doesn't give us the tools to train this thing the way we really need to. You can't clone your voice inside of Lofty. You can't load in your business model, your unique buyer journey, your selling style, your tone, or your favorite phrases. You can't give it examples or style references like you can with ChatGPT or Gemini. So here's what I've been doing instead of using the Lofty AI at the moment. I build my voice and tone somewhere else. I use ChatGPT or Gemini to create a strong version of how I speak, how I follow up, and how I close. Then, once that's dialed in, I use Lofty's automations for the distribution piece, e.g. the text and email. I have a free prompt where you can clone yourself into ChatGPT or Gemini with a comprehensive Q&A session. So if this is something that you want, just hit me up in the comments and I'll send it your way. But guys, if you try to let Lofty be both the messenger and the strategist without the prep work, it can come off robotic. And this is where you can start losing trust instead of gaining it. Personally, it's not for me yet, but I'm a geek and I need things absolutely perfect. I have clients that love the AI in Lofty and others that don't. It's really up to you and how you want to run your business. Now, for the configuration side, here's how it works technically. The AI uses your primary email account that's already connected inside of Lofty. It responds using your actual sender address, so it looks like the message came from you. Now, you can toggle this on or off by going to Marketing, AI Sales Assistant settings, and then enable the channel there. It will start replying based on what it sees in the lead profile. If they've got saved listings, search preferences, or past conversations, it's going to try to use those to make the response more relevant. But again, this isn't something you can program the way that I like to. It doesn't think like you. It doesn't sell like you. It's a great helpful tool, and it is fast, but it still needs strategy behind it to be a real game changer. But with all that being said, I have to give it to Lofty, as they've made massive improvements to their AI over the last few months. We're getting close, and I love that Lofty listens to our feedback and is always trying to improve. Love you, Lofty. Now, one thing I do like, if you're a company admin, you can now share or restrict the AI across all your users. And you can do it by office, by lead pond, and by individual agent. So if you've got a newer agent who's still learning follow-up, this can cover for them. If someone wants to do all their own outreach manually, then you can shut the AI off for them entirely. That part is very useful. Have you ever wondered how top agents are doubling their sales and saving multiple hours each week? Well, what if I told you the secret lies in AI? So check this out. I've got a free masterclass that'll change the way you do business. In the free masterclass, I'm going to show you how AI can totally transform your real estate business. Now imagine saving multiple hours every week, boosting your productivity, and skyrocketing your sales. With AI, you can automate your tasks, create engaging content, and close more deals effortlessly. This masterclass is packed with strategies that are going to change the game for you. And here's the best part. We're not just talking about theory. You're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to create SEO optimized blogs, write high converting ad copy, manage your calendar, and so much more. These are real tools that you can start using today. This course is brand new, but it's already the best in the industry, and we're giving you all the cutting edge strategies that you need to lead the pack. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to register for this free masterclass, and don't miss out on this game-changing opportunity. You can revolutionize your real estate business with AI. So register now and take the first step toward becoming a market leader. I'll see you in the masterclass. All right, so coming up next, I'm going to show you what changed with the scheduling. It might not sound exciting, but if you've ever double booked yourself or had your team send a client a 2:12 meeting time, you're going to like what they cleaned up. So let's keep going. Look, I get it. Nobody wakes up excited about scheduling changes. So this isn't a big shiny AI tool, but if you actually use Lofty every day, this is one of those updates that quietly fixes the stuff that should have worked better in the first place. And now it does. So here's what changed. First, the system now locks the end time to your meeting length. So if you booked something from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock and then move the start to 2:30, the end time shifts to 3:30. You don't have to adjust both fields anymore. It keeps the original duration, and it's very simple. It's actually a really big time saver. Second, all appointment times now snap to the 15-minute blocks. So no more booking appointments starting at 2:07 or ending at 3:42. Everything defaults to clean times like 2 o'clock, 2:15, 2:30, or 2:45. Your calendar looks cleaner and your invites look more professional. Third, they fixed the issue where you could set an end time before the start time. So that feature's blocked now. They also added 2 more helpful touches. When you create a new appointment, the system starts it at the next clean 15-minute slot. So if it's 10:08 and you click new appointment, it will set the start for 10:15. The default duration is going to be 1 hour, which most of us book in 60-minute blocks anyways, so this saves us some clicks. So why does this matter more than people think? Well, it's not just convenience. Lofty uses appointment data in the back end for your activity reports, your pipeline forecasting, and your scorecards. So if your calendar is full of random times and odd durations, it messes up the entire system. The data gets noisy. Managers can't tell how long showings actually take, and performance reports can drift. So this update keeps your calendar clean, it keeps your metrics accurate, and it keeps your team on the same rhythm. It will not get clicks on social, it will save you time and prevent mistakes, and it makes your numbers easier to track. So that's a huge win for me. All All right, coming up next, we're diving into the goal module update, which fixes one of the most frustrating things that Lofty's ever built. So you guys are gonna like this one. And this fixes something that has annoyed me personally for a long time. If you've ever tried to set up goals inside of Lofty, you know the drill. They made you enter both business goals and activity goals just to save anything. It didn't matter if you had a clear GCI target or number of closings. You had to fill the extra fields like calls made or emails sent that may not even fit how you run your business. And if you didn't fill all of it out, the continue button was grayed out. You were dead in the water. So here's the good news. That rule is finally gone. In 4.31, activity goals are optional. You can go in, set your business goals like the number of transactions, volume, or income, and then just hit save. You're not forced to track a bunch of things that don't apply to how you work. This is especially good for top producers. If you're a newer agent, it can help you track dials and follow-ups, sure. If you close through referrals, sphere, high-level work, or larger listings, forcing daily call counts is just busy work. So now the system is flexible. If you want structure, you can use it. If you want to focus on outcomes, you can. Both paths work. For leadership, there's a useful addition. There's now a goal contribution breakdown chart. So if you're an admin or a team leader, you can see which offices, sub-offices, or agents are moving the needle. You can compare goal progress by team or by region. So this will likely show up on broker or enterprise with the right permissions. If you have it, this chart makes coaching and decision-making way easier. You don't need spreadsheets to see who's behind or who's overperforming. It's all in the dashboard. Bottom line is, Lofty stopped trying to force every agent into the same mold. They recognize not every path to success looks the same. Some agents need activity structure, others need to focus on results. So this update gives you the room to work your way and gives leadership the visibility that they need. All right, coming up, the agent activity reporting log. This one's in beta and it is opt-in. And used well, it can become a real lever for accountability. So let's roll. So this features one of the most powerful things Lofty's rolled out in a long time. If you manage a team or a brokerage, it's called the Agent Activity Reporting Log, and it went live as beta on September 25th. So heads up, this is not automatically turned on. Only get access if your account has the new reporting page layout enabled. So go ahead and check that setting first. If you don't see it, ask Lofty support to add you to the beta. If you have no layout, you have no log. But here's what it is. So your team now gets a dashboard where agents can log daily activities like calls, texts, and contacts. Whichever metrics that you decide matter, you can put in there. It's designed to track what is actually happening, not just what people say they did. And it has 3 parts. 1, this is my activity for agents. This is where your team logs their numbers. They can manually enter custom items like doors knocked or open houses, and Lofty also autofills the digital items like the calls and text from the CRM so they don't have to double enter. 2, the leaderboard. There's a ranking. Agents can see how they stack up inside their group. Admins can see the entire organization. So this creates healthy pressure without constant micromanaging. Number 3, custom metrics for admins. So you can build up to 10 custom metrics. You can name them, define them, and turn them on or off. Decide if they're required or if they're optional. So if you want sphere contacts added or open houses held or pre-approval calls booked, you can define that. You decide what counts. All right, so here's the key behavior. For optional metrics, agents can get a push reminder at 6 in the evening to log their numbers. If a metric is mandatory, Lofty can actually block the CRM use until it's filled out. A pop-up will appear and it's gonna stop them. No log, no access. Pretty simple. So if you're a broker trying to tighten accountability, this is strong, but use it carefully. If you set everything to mandatory, agents are going to push back. They'll check boxes just to clear the pop-up. Now your data is junk. So here's what my advice would be. Pick 2 or 3 non-negotiables and make those mandatory, and then leave the rest optional. This will keep the culture firm but fair. And one last thing, this only works if you have the beta reporting layout. So double check that before you train your team on this. Because if you train a screen that they can't access, then they're going to get frustrated and you're probably going to lose a little credibility. All right, next we wrap with the big picture. Which features show up in which plans, who gets what, and how to roll this out in a smart way so you're not blindsided. So here's the simple version. The AI sales assistant with email support. Everyone gets it, even on the basic agent plan. There's a 10 lead quota per month for free. After that, you either pay for more or you need to upgrade. Teams, brokerages, and enterprise often have higher quotas or add-ons, but double check before you turn it on for everyone. Appointment time optimization, this is platform wide. So it doesn't matter what plan you're on, everyone gets the cleaner scheduling tools. That part's awesome. The business goal contribution breakdown chart, this one's not for everyone. You're gonna see it on the broker or the enterprise only, and you're gonna need company admin access with user management permissions. If that's not you, it's not gonna show up. Okay, optional activity goals. This is also platform-wide, so everyone can skip activity goals and just set business goals. That's my favorite of all the updates, by the way. And then the activity reporting log, which is in beta. This is available only if your account has the new reporting layout enabled. There are two sides to it. Agents can access the My Activity and the leaderboard, and admins get the custom metric controls on the team, broker, or enterprise models. On the basic agent plan, you may see part of it, but not the full setup. So here's how I would deploy this. For admins and brokers, check your beta status. Do not assume. Actually go in there and look. And if you don't have the new reporting layout, request access before doing any training on it. Plan all your metrics. Sit with your team leads, decide which custom metrics matter to you guys most, and build 3 to 5 good ones. Just don't wing it. And be careful with the mandatory settings. The CRM lockout is powerful, but if you overuse it, agents will resent it, and then they'll start gaming the system, so use it sparingly. Use the goal chart in meetings if you have access. If you're a broker or an enterprise, add it to your weekly or monthly review, and it gives you a fast read on production. For team leaders, train this in 2 waves. Phase 1, AI and scheduling. Phase 2, goals and reporting. Split the training so people can absorb it all, because it is kind of a lot. And customize your AI workflows. If you turn on email replies, show your team how to configure it. Don't let it send all the generic messages. And for individual agents, decide if you're going to use the AI now or not. The email feature is powerful if your tone is similar to the AI's. All right, next, clean up your calendar habits. Use the new defaults and logic so your reports improve. And here's the final word. Lofty 4.31 is not the flashiest update, but it is useful. It has cleaner tools, it has better defaults, and better data. So if you roll it out right, your workflow gets tighter and your business looks more professional, but only if you take control of it. This one is not plug and play, guys. It's configure and lead. But that's the full breakdown. So if you guys have questions, drop them in the comments. If you're a broker or a team leader and want help rolling this out the smart way, then just reach out. And guys, if this helped, please hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these awesome Lofty updates. I literally break down every single Lofty update and every real AI shift without the fluff. Guys, if you're really serious about leveling up with AI and your CRM, take a look at Apex Lead AI. I coach agents, team, and brokers on cloning their voice in GPT, building automations that convert, and buying back their time with all of this awesome tech. I'm not just using the tech, I'm building working machines. So if that sounds like you, reach out and I'll catch you guys on the next one.